Hey guys, Queen of Stats here, and I am here to talk about the Yankees and runners in scoring position. Yeah, it's terrible. And the worst stat to me is that not only are they dead last in slugging percentage with runners in scoring position, but they are 20 points worse than the next best team, that's the Pirates. And so what I was thinking is, slugging percentage, extra base hits. What makes a good extra base hit? You gotta hit the ball hard enough, and you gotta hit it at the right angle, alright? So I looked at the average exit velocity and launch angle for every extra base hit this season in major leagues. And it's a 22-degree launch angle and a 100 mile per hour exit velocity. So then I looked at the Yankees with runners in scoring position. Are they hitting the ball hard enough, or is it just they're not hitting it at the right angle? So with runners in scoring position, exit velocity of 100 miles per hour, they have the third highest rate in Major League Baseball. That's good. Yankees with runners in scoring position. So I said 22 degrees was the average launch angle. I looked at batted balls between 12 and 32 degrees. 23% of their batted balls with runners in scoring position fall in that range. That's dead last in Major League Baseball. So there you have it. And two related stats that I wanted to just kind of throw out there that kind of relate to that last point. With runners in scoring position, the Yankees have the highest ground ball rate in the majors. That's 50%. And they also have the fifth highest pop-up rate with runners in scoring position. So that kind of tells the story of the season so far. Bye, guys.
Wow, that's a depressing one. So to recap, Yankees are dead last at hitting with runners in scoring position, and the 29th ranked team is 20 points ahead, better than them. With runners in scoring position, they actually hit the ball really hard. That's good.
Sure do.
Third hardest. But they hit the ball on the ground the most in the majors. And if it's not on the ground, it's a pop-up. So it's the launch angle that's the problem, and not in the way that your angry uncle is yelling at it.
Right.
Like, they got to stop doing this launch angle nonsense. No.
Way.
They should start doing the launch angle nonsense and start hitting line drives and projecting the ball like Stan's homer. Up. And it's because they don't have speed, so they can't hit infield singles or beat out a double play.
Yeah, like nobody in this. Tyler Wade is the one person on this team that should hit the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, even Guard Dog doesn't have the legs he used to.
He's allowed to hit some, but
Mix him in. But, yeah, it's the runners in scoring position stuff is because, Jim, I know this used to be – this was a trigger for you because Yankee fans would always say, like, the Yankees don't hit with runners in scoring position.
But they usually did.
Year. Yes,
Yeah.
and previous years they had.
like every year, every team fan base thinks they're
Right.
the worst at it. This year, the Yankees are the worst.
You know, it's your opportunity, so those moments stand out more. But the Yankees are quite literally the worst.
Yeah,
And,
I did this on an episode of Talking Baseball. I did, like, here are the 5 teams that can complain about this because you're actually the worst, and here are the 5 teams that can't because you're the best. And because every fan base complains about it. And in the past, the Yankees were usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Top tier. They are dead last. I don't know. Is that pressing? Is that pitchability? Is it just – it's not bad luck at this point.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, I go back to all the times that players – it felt like for the first 2 months of this season – you know, we ended up pointing the fingers at a lot of players. You know, the Mike Fords, the Rugi Odors, you know, the rest days that didn't seem to happen. And now, I mean, there's a chunk of a lineup there. I mean, last night's lined up. I'm losing it. I'm falling apart at the seams. Last night's lineup, I mean, Andujar. Gio Urshela, I mean, Glaber looks like a ghost of Glaber past. But of the first 8 hitters last night, 7 of them are in an okay spot mentally.
Yeah.
So-
Voit had
He had some bad
not
events.
a great Red Sox series, and then he had some really, really bad swings.
Yeah.
Small sample size, but
Sure.
he had 2 swings that were like,
Didn't want to swing.
you're cross-wired right now.
Yeah.